This is a video on the micro SD card from VIO. Now, VIO are known for making the A119 series of dash cams, which are wedge-like, which are very excellent budget cameras. And considering that it's a budget camera, it does give you great specs on there and great pictures, and just as much as a high-end dash cam. Now, VIO actually make their own micro SD cards for their cameras, and this one I have bought for my wife's car, because at the present moment she has a SanDisk high endurance card in there, which is suitable for dash cams as well, but it is not an MLC card. Now, if I open that, as you can see, it is a 32 gig card. I'll try and zoom in on it. It is a 32 gig card. It's micro SD HC1, and it's a class 3 card, and it's an MLC card. Now, the MLC cards, they have a much better lifespan, up between 10 to 20 times more lifespan than your SD cards, micro SD cards for cameras, because the way how video is saved, how they save the video to the card is somewhat different. The storage within the card is somewhat different to your other high endurance cards. So that's what makes this very suitable for dash cams and also CCTV cameras, which is because them cameras record on a loop. Basically, it records the first recording, then the second, and it'll keep doing it, and then once it fills up the card, it will go back to the first recording, delete that one off and record over it, and then start that process again, and it will keep doing that. Now, if you was to put a standard SD card, micro SD card, into a dash camera, I will guarantee that it would fail. Probably within a month or two, it will fail. Now, most people think that it's the dash cam that is failed to record. It is not the dash cam. The dash cam, it is not the fault of the dash cam. It is the fault of the card that you put it in, that you put in there. If you can spend that extra money on a dash cam, which I think is totally worth it, because if you have spent thousands on your car, even if you bought a car for £2,000, it's £2,000 of your pride and joy that you are driving out on the street, and the last thing you want is your card to fail in your dash cam. So for an extra, even for £50, say, you're paying for a micro SD card, which is an MLC card, which they can go up to that. It's a small price to pay than the headache of you getting into an accident and the card has not recorded, and it's basically your word against the other driver's word. So that's the way how I see it. That's why I'd say if you spent quite a lot of money on your car, even if you bought it hire purchase or on a rental agreement, invest in a good dash cam and invest in a very good card. It's, as I said, it's just a fraction of the price of what you're paying. Sorry about that, my son just came through the door and he's operated the motion detector on the Ring doorbell. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This card I picked up from Amazon for £15, and I had a previous VIO MLC card in my car, and it has lasted me for ages. I've had it at least over 6 months probably even more than that, because I bought the last one for $10.99 when it was an Amazon Day sale, and they normally have them in around about June, July time. So it could be, so I've had that, probably had that card for more than 6 months, and it has never failed me. Now, I bought this one for my wife's car because she's got a SanDisk high endurance card, but it's not an MLC card. It's still a card suitable for dash cams and CCTV cameras, but I thought because this one was for £15, I'll buy this one and just put it in. I won't get rid of the other card. I will just simply put that away and use it as a backup card. Another thing, when you have these cards, and even your high endurance cards, is the best thing to do is, I'd always say, use either the first day of the month or the last day of the month. Just reformat the card in the dash camera. Just reformat it, which is basically just giving it a total wipe, because it's good housekeeping for the card, and it gives it more of a longevity for the card, just to do that. So that's just a little tip. Just format your card. I normally format my cards in my car on the first Sunday of every month. So the first Sunday of every month, I just go in my car, my wife's car, and my son's car, and just format the cards inside the camera. They're normally on the settings of the camera. If you've got a camera with a small screen, it will be in the settings down. Obviously, it will state format card. Just click yes. If you've got a camera like what's in my son's car, which doesn't have a screen, he has an app, I do it in the app whilst in the car. So I connect to it in the car with the app on my phone and just wipe the card. It only takes a couple of seconds just to do, but it serves a purpose of giving the card more of a longevity. More of a longevity about it. So anyway, just to wrap up, VIOFO do their own cards, and their MLC cards, which I'll state again, are longevity cards, and they are specifically built for dash cams and CCTV cameras. So with that, I hope you like this video. Please do me a favor. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks very much.